Be grateful for the love that has been shown each one of us, the graduating seniors, and for the opportunities given us to respond to that love and to share that love with others during these past 4 years. As we come to such a major stepping stone in the past, we give thanks for all the efforts that have been poured into our lives through our parents and teachers and the many people of this community who have done so much to encourage us and enrich our educational environment. We are also grateful for the recognition and the honors that this district has received because of the dedication and service of the students here this evening. But we know that the real fruit of our labors will be revealed as we, young men and women, move on to accomplish the goals that have been set for us. So, our offering this evening is this: that our lives will be touched in such a way that will enable us to reach our full potential, that we will seek wisdom and strength in all our endeavors, that our eyes will be focused so that we can receive every blessing that is in store for us, and that we will always be filled with a desire to serve others. Thank you. Be seated. Now introducing our senior class president, Parth Shankar.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2019, I want to welcome all faculty, parents, alumni, friends, and distinguished guests to tonight's graduation ceremony. Yeah, we can clap it up for that. 12 years of education, and we finally made it to the day we yearned yet dreaded at the same time. As we reflect on our time at USC, it's hard to forget some of the key people and moments that made our journey so amazing. First, to the faculty. They spent hours working with us, making sure we understood material with the knowledge that some of us didn't care what the derivative of x to the fourth was or the capital of Tunisia. By the way, 4x to the third and Tunis. They then invested their own time running clubs or sports teams around the school in order to enhance the almost perfect student experience. To our parents, sure, our teenage hormones might have gotten the best of us occasionally as we whine and roll our eyes about small things like not getting the car for the night. But none of us would be sitting here without the loving care and support that they gave us day in and day out. To Netflix, for distracting us from homework and keeping us up until 2 a.m. on weekdays. And finally, to the class of 2019, the memories we gave each other and the shoulder to lean on were things that never went unnoticed. During late-night study sessions where more laughter meant less studying, or on late Saturday nights when the first thing that came to our minds was greasy fried food at Park After Dark. We pushed each other into the best versions of ourselves, and that's why we're all headed onto such great places. Now as we enter a new journey and begin a new story in a new place, we leave the place we found comfort in for years. We will meet new people and we will eat something that doesn't involve fries and a capicola sandwich at Primanti's. The biggest thing I learned from my high school experience that all of us should continue to apply was that your mind will never change if you continue to hear your own opinion reiterated to you. So as you move on, make sure you're open to other people's ideas. You are not stuck to your own beliefs. You don't ridicule those that have different opinions. In a time where differences in opinions create the most tension, it's our job to make sure we don't let that happen. Rather, we embrace different ideas and lead lives where instead of veering apart, we come together. As we come together as a class for one last time, it's important to understand what this diploma means. Let this diploma tie you to one another. What you receive today shouldn't culminate an end of your story. Rather, it's merely the beginning. It's a great day in Pantherland! I'd now like to introduce School Board Representative Miss Amy Billerbeck.
Thank you, Parth. Good evening. On behalf of the Upper St. Clair Board of School Directors, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the class of 2019 and to our superintendent, Dr. Razzo, and the administrative team, principal, Dr. Lou Angelo, and the high school staff members who are here with us this evening. We would like to offer our sincere congratulations to the class of 2019 and thank all of you who parented them, supported them, taught them, mentored them, coached them, and believed in them. As I was thinking about my remarks this evening, I thought about a quote from a gentleman by the name of Dr. Minor Myers, Jr. Dr. Myers was a former president of the Illinois Wesleyan University in Bloomington, Illinois. Dr. Myers famously told his students, "Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good." Class of 2019, you are clearly doing well. As I'm sure you all know, your SAT, ACT, and Keystone exam scores ranked #1 out of all public high schools in Western Pennsylvania. Absolutely. In addition, the Pittsburgh Business Times really recently named Upper St. Clair High School as the #1 high school in the Pittsburgh region. Clearly, you have done well academically. You've also excelled in countless athletic and arts activities. I started to make a list of them and then realized that you probably would all like to go to dinner with your families at some point this evening. We're truly proud of the hard work, determination, and effort you have put into our 3 A's, academics, the arts, and athletics. But we are just as proud of your achievements in a 4th A, altruism, your work on behalf of others. There are endless examples of this. You've traveled to the Dominican Republic with the Kids Helping Kids organization. You've mentored and tutored middle school students right here in Upper St. Clair. You've participated in Minithon, raising over $58,000 for pediatric cancer research. You've helped with initiatives such as Kindness Matters, benefiting the Pittsburgh Jewish Federation. Collectively, you have performed thousands of community service hours for IB, National Honor Society, Make-A-Wish, the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, the Medallion Ball, and many others. You've collected food, clothing, shoes, personal care items, money, and more. Just think about it for a minute. You and your classmates have made a real difference to countless people over the last 4 years. In short, you have put altruism right up there with academics, athletics, and the arts. And you have made a great start at doing good. Seniors, life is about to take you to new places in new directions. No matter where your journey takes you, get involved in your community. Pick anything you care about, whether you are volunteering with underserved kids or on an environmental cause, whether you're working in an animal shelter or in a hospital. You can have an impact on your community and instantly connect with people who share your interests and passions. In the process, you will build on the leadership skills and the soft skills that you've already started to develop and which are so critical in the professional world and beyond. So keep up the good work you are already doing. Let your altruistic spirit and your devotion to helping others be something you take with you from Upper St. Clair to nurture and build on for the rest of your lives. Class of 2019, you are poised to go out and do well. But more importantly, may you always continue to do good. Congratulations and our most sincere best wishes to each one of you. I'd like to now introduce our senior speakers, beginning with Ashita Chajalani. Excuse me for butchering that name.
To be blunt, I will not be offering any advice in this speech. I have no intention on lecturing you on how to reach your full potential or tell you to take more risks in life. Maybe when I'm 50 and wealthy and well-known, I'll be qualified to share my wisdom with you. However, for now, I will simply invoke the discoveries of one revolutionary genius. Your existence has an impact. Now, before you think I'm about to go back on my initial disclaimer, the statement is simply a scientific observation. Actually, Albert Einstein uncovered the fundamental relationship between space and time. Skipping the mathematical models and scientific jargon, space and time are essentially linked by a metaphoric fabric. One cannot exist without the other. And any matter that exists, including yourself, literally bends this space-time geometry. Therefore, in an infinite universe over a wide range of time, you are sitting here, listening to me talk, at 40.34 degrees north, 80.07 degrees west, at 7:21 p.m., June 6, 2019, bending the fabric of the universe. Fundamentally, your existence literally has an impact on everything. With this in mind, we revolve our lives around the depth and length of the scars we make on this space-time fabric. We all strive to make a graze or a mark deep enough on our environment that cannot possibly be disregarded. And we can only hope that that mark will someday inspire someone to say, wow, she was sensational, or he was extraordinary. Sitting here with you all, I have to say that you can rest assured because in the 4 years at the Upper St. Clair High School, the class of 2019 has already significantly bent the fabric of our space-time reality. To highlight some of the marks we've made, the girls' varsity soccer team are 2015 state champions. The speech and debate team won both the 2017 and 2019 state championship. The girls' cross-country team and boys swimming won the section 2 years in a row. We attended and organized the Legacy of Minithon. Girls varsity lacrosse made the final in the 2019 WPIAL playoffs. The FBLA team had amazing success at the Pennsylvania competition. And lastly, we came together as a community to honor the 14 victims of the Parkland High School shooting. At the beginning of this speech, I told you I would not be giving you any advice, because the clear truth is you don't need it. As we spend the rest of our lives continuing to create marks on our reality, we'll all ask ourselves, what is time? Over 4 years, I've acquired partial answers from Upper St. Clair's best. Mr. Edwards told us using time has an opportunity cost. Mr. Sabrum retold some timely anecdotal stories, and Mrs. Marks simply declared that whatever it is, she needs more of it during her day. As we experienced moments together and made our marks over 4 years, I observed Einstein's fundamental rule for myself. Time does not exist without space, a location, a home. And intertwined, they create our reality. Yet the thing about space-time is that while it is quantifiable, it is also infinite. We can feel it intensely in its expansiveness and constraint, and at the same time, it is intangible. Because you breathe in and live as fully as you can and fight as hard as you can and love as much as you can, and then you'll breathe out. You meet new people, try new foods, and make memories, all while bending space and time. Frankly, I don't know what the future holds or what your mark will be on this world. But right now, we are all here at 40.34 degrees north, 80.07 degrees west at 7:23 p.m. on June 6, 2019. A time and place that will become woven in all of our lives and as we cherish memories, celebrate our diligence, and tell each other how proud we are of our best friends. So let's ingrain this in our own space-time fabric and honor this moment. Congratulations to the class of 2019. And now introducing your next speaker, Emma LaRocco.
So as you all know, commencement speeches were open for submission to all students a few weeks ago. I thought I would love to write a speech, but what would be my idea? What would I write about? What I would have to be chosen, and then if I was lucky enough to be selected, I would have to stand in front of all of you and read it. Could I even do it? I ran the idea past my mom, and she said, "You can do it. I dare you." And with that challenge, I had my idea. Here we sit in our last time together as a class of 2019. We will all look back on high school with different memories. I dare you to look back with no regrets. As teenagers, there are times we've perhaps felt inadequate and disappointed with our decisions, but you never know how your decisions influence the people sitting around you, and that could even be the person next to you today. I dare you to look back on high school with happy memories, whether that be competing in your sport and winning the game, opening night of your last year participating in the musical, pulling an all-nighter, raising money for childhood cancer for Minithon, or starting the year dancing at senior cruise, and then finishing the year dancing at prom just this past week. There are so many events that have brought us together, but it is the memories of the people at these events that make the biggest impression. Your conversations at lunch mods, your laughs over recounting fun weekends together, your school spirit cheering on your fellow Panthers in the student section. It is these friendships and people that surround you who have formed who you are today. I dare you to be grateful. Grateful to the teacher who encouraged you to do your best, but on those occasions that you didn't, still gave you life lessons. Like Mr. Hartnett, who loves to say, "Don't worry, ice cream still tastes good at the end of the day." Grateful to your coaches who pushed you to your physical limit and provided you with feedback on how to improve, and through that showed you how to be part of a team. Grateful to the staff that put in extra hours for your musical production, club meeting, and gave their time chaperoning a school-sponsored trip, or even grateful for the laughs Dr. Angelo gave when ripping off his wig in the Lipped Up video. But most importantly, grateful to your parents. They've been there for you through it all. It is with their support you are now ready to embark on the next chapter of your life. Come this fall, we will all be freshmen again, heading in different directions, and would no longer have the comfort and familiarity of Upper St. Clair High School. It is time for us to embrace the newness that is ahead. I dare you to try new things. Join a club that you've never participated in. Consider giving your time volunteering for an outreach program, or travel to a place you've never been, whether that be through study abroad or just a trip on your own. These experiences will help you grow as a person. I dare you to be in the moment. If it is college that you're headed to, it is only 4 years that you have for this experience. So pick classes that will challenge you academically, but also pick classes that spark your interest. Make sure to embrace the city that you're going to, the campus that you're on, and take advantage of what is offered in your new surroundings. Of course, we should all strive to do well academically, but it is also important to create new moments to remember in your downtime. I dare you to build new friendships. As difficult as it is to leave our friends that we've made here in USC behind, it is important to go forward and be open to new friendships. Reach out to everyone who lives on your hall, talk to the person sitting next to you in class, or even the library. It is these simple gestures that could lead to friendships that will last a lifetime. Perhaps some of us would change the world in profound ways, but we all have the opportunity to change the world in very simple ways. I dare you to show kindness. In our everyday lives, kindness can really make a difference. I dare you to be generous. Monetary generosity is always good, but generosity of your time and energy is just as important. I dare you to be brave. You never know what life will throw at you, but we are all stronger than we realize. I dare you to be adventurous. It is not just about creating the bucket list, but also creating memories that will remain after you check it off the list. I dare you to be happy. There are always people in life and circumstances will pull you down, but joy and laughter are contagious and can pull you through every time. So in this final goodbye, as we head off to become Nittany Lions, Wildcats, Dukes, Eagles, Gators, Buckeyes, Fighting Irish, Golden Flashes, Bobcats, Wolverines, Tar Heels, Blue Hens, Flyers, Tigers, and so many more, I dare you to remember that we will all be forever Panthers. Mom, you dared me, and I did it. So now I dare all of you. Good luck, all of you, my fellow class of 2019. Now introducing my fellow classmate, Tushar Roy.
Class of 2019, the day has finally come. No, not our graduation day, but the day we have to say goodbye to the beloved pepperoni roll. If you don't mind, I'd like to start off with a little tribute to the Roni Roll. Dear Roni Roll, 'twas my heart you stole. That first bite made me lose control. Now I have to leave you. Please say this isn't true. For all the memes, I thank you. I want to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to speak today, and I can assure you that it was a mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, staff, friends, and family, good evening and congratulations to the Upper St. Clair High School class of 2019. It was a short 4 years ago when we walked through the doors of Upper St. Clair High School for the first time. We were all wide-eyed freshmen excited to take on and experience high school in its purest form. Little did we know how stupid we were back then. What followed was 4 years of delicious B. Sammies, missing assignments, and borderline grades turned bad. But here we are today, graduating and readying ourselves to start the next stage of our lives. That brings me to my main theme today, persistence. Graduating from Upper St. Clair High School means more than just receiving a diploma. It means that there are no more parents to live with, no more teachers that help you through your schoolwork, and thankfully, no more cramming for tests during homeroom. Graduating means using your education to try and do good in the world and to try and fulfill your dreams, whatever they may be. Regardless of what your future path holds, there will be obstacles along the way. It may be a cruel professor, an unfair boss, or worse, a fake friend. What defines your character, however, is how you face these obstacles. Do you back down from these challenges, or do you take them head on? Inventor of the phrase, OMG, Winston Churchill once said, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." Let's face it, all of us have failed at something in some capacity in our lives, whether it be not getting the grade you want in a class, shooting your shot and missing, or even failing the driver's test 3 times. On a side note, I'd like to advise everyone to try and stay off the roads while I'm driving. It will not turn out well, just ask the guy I crashed into at Chick-fil-A last summer. But after each of your failures, what did you do? Did you go home and cry? No. You went home, ate your Chick-fil-A, and figured out what you should do next. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter when and how you fail, but as great Western philosopher Big Sean often states, last night took an L, but tonight I bounce back. Like my man Big Sean, we have to be confident in our abilities to bounce back no matter how tough the challenge is. As long as you don't lose enthusiasm and stay confident, any failure can be overcome. Before I close my speech, I want to once again congratulate the Upper St. Clair High School class of 2019 on a successful 4 years. We finally made it this far, but our best is yet to come. I wish all of you well on your future endeavors. If there's one thing I've learned in high school, besides the mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell, thanks, Mrs. Carlino, it's that regardless of where life takes you, you will end up failing. What matters is how you respond to your failure. So, class of 2019, just like the Roni Roll, now I have to leave you. Please say this isn't true. And for all the memes, I thank you. I would now like to introduce our next speaker, our principal, Dr. Lou Angelo.
Thank you. Tushar, I want you to know that today I walked to the cafeteria to get my daily salad, and the pepperoni roll was online. I never eat that, but today I did because I knew you were going to do the ode to the Roni, and I owed it to you to eat that Roni roll. That was a mistake, too. And so if I pass out while I'm giving the speech, you'll know why. Can we have another round of applause for our student speakers, please? I rise. I rise. I rise. In 1978, Maya Angelou published Still I Rise, a poem about challenge, loss, and pain. Angelou concludes the poem by stating, "I rise" 3 times because Still I Rise isn't solely focused on the existence of such ugliness in our society, but rather the human response to these conditions. Still I Rise reminds us, in the face of difficult times, there is always hope. For me, the class of 2019 personifies that hope. As high school principal, I am truly honored to preside over this momentous occasion. But more importantly, I am proud to present the class of 2019 to our superintendent, Dr. Razzo, and the board of school directors. This evening, I am presenting a team of caring, resilient leaders who will leave here today headed in different directions. Many will pursue a college degree. Others have chosen to enter the workforce, and some have made the honorable decision to serve in our nation's military. No matter the choice, I am confident our students are well prepared for the challenges of our global society. Students, with the help of your parents, teachers, and friends, you have become accomplished, thoughtful, and compassionate young adults, filled with the strength and courage necessary to address the challenges we face in our world today. Class of 2019, enjoy this grand moment of achievement and be proud of what you have accomplished, but also be grateful for the support you have received over your lifetime. Parents, I want you to know how grateful I am for your partnership in educating your children. Thank you for trusting us with your most valuable assets. I also want you to know how proud I am of your children. Yet again, the class of 2019 has exceeded my expectations for being positive, contributing members of our school. Parents, I know you are struck with nervous anticipation as you watch destiny unfold for your children, but I have no worries about the contributions our students will make to society. You see, the class of 2019 has been defined differently than most. They have had to process senseless tragedies in schools and synagogues. They've had to grapple with complex societal issues, all the while working to finish that research paper. That is what impresses me most. The class of 2019 has exemplified grit and tenacity. They've shown strength in times of challenge and controversy while building community and preserving the normalcy of high school that every student deserves. It is their past that gives me such confidence in their future. Because at a time in history when solid leadership from our students was most needed, your children rose to the occasion. And that is why the class of 2019 personifies the hope that Maya Angelou spoke of. So class of 2019, after graduation, when you begin your new journeys, continue to do what you do best. Rise. When you are faced with adversity, rise. When you experience failure, rise. When you feel pain, rise. Rise because it is what you do best. Rise because that is what we do best. We rise. We rise. We rise, for we are St. Clair. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. John Razzo.
Thank you, Dr. Angelo. Class of 2019, it is my pleasure to congratulate you this evening on the completion of 13 years of education, culminating in an eventful and successful year at Upper St. Clair High School. I've had the pleasure of attending many commencement programs during my tenure as an administrator with the Upper St. Clair School District. Tonight's event is especially meaningful for me and one that I will cherish forever, as it is my inaugural commencement as your superintendent of schools. I am honored and humbled to share this special occasion with such a remarkable group of students. I would like to begin by extending my gratitude to our high school administration and to the faculty and support staff for their commitment to our students. I would also like to thank and recognize our many other teachers and administrators from elementary through middle school who have played important roles along the way in the care and education of these fine soon-to-be graduates. Thank you to our school board for their ongoing pledge to deliver excellence in all that we do in the Upper St. Clair School District. Parents and family members, thank you for trusting us with the enormous responsibility of educating your children, many of whom we welcomed as kindergartners nearly 13 years ago. Through the years, you have partnered with us in support of our schools and educational programs. We will forever be grateful. Thank you to everyone who made this evening's graduation ceremony possible. There's a great deal of planning and preparation for this grand event. But most of all, thank you to the class of 2019. Not only have you upheld the rich tradition of excellence that embodies Upper St. Clair High School, you have raised the bar. Class of 2019, one only needs to look at the data to know that you have established yourself as scholars, achieving the highest scores in the region on Pennsylvania's graduation exams, as well as the SAT and ACT exams. Your outstanding achievements in the classroom have led Upper St. Clair High School to be named among the best high schools in the region, the state, and in the nation. Recent recognition by the U.S. News & World Report and the Pittsburgh Business Times are evidence of your accomplishments. Members of the class of 2019 have distinguished themselves as some of our nation's most promising high school students, with 4 earning National Merit Finalists and 16 recognized as commended students. There are 7 members of the graduating class that are IB diploma candidates. 35 graduating seniors were recognized as AP scholars by the College Board. Our speech and debate team has celebrated record success, winning 2 Pennsylvania High School Speech League championships, with several qualifying for national tournaments. And 2 Upper St. Clair Future Business Leaders of America teams will compete in the national competition later this month. Your collective class resume is indeed impressive. However, your achievements reach well beyond test data and academic competitions. You have reached great heights in the arts as well. Dozens of you have earned recognition from the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association for your advanced musicianship. From White Christmas to The Drowsy Chaperone, Evita, and most recently, Hello Dolly, you have brought tremendous joy to thousands within and beyond our community. Your artwork, whether displayed during exhibitions or via the numerous student-created murals throughout our high school, have brightened our school and added art to our daily lives. And completing our 3 A's, academics, arts, and athletics, the class of 2019 has been highly successful in athletic competitions in the gyms, pools, and on the athletic fields. Throughout your 4 years, you have captured countless section titles, conference championships, individual and team WPIAL championships, and brought home to Upper St. Clair Pennsylvania state titles, both as teams and individuals. Not only are you accomplished scholars, artists, and athletes, through your actions, you have also distinguished yourself as humanitarians and leaders. During the last 3 years, you have raised more than $115,000 through the student-led Upper St. Clair Minithon to help in the fight against childhood cancer. You have fully funded Children's Wishes through a local chapter of Make-A-Wish. Twice in the last 2 years, our student body has initiated, organized, and led meaningful school-wide programs to build unity and stand strong in the face of tragedy and adversity. Among you, there are several Eagle Scout and Girl Scout award recipients, as well as a gold medalist in the Congressional Awards program. You have demonstrated compassion, kindness, and empathy for others in your daily interactions through our partner programs: Natural Helpers, the Mentor Program, Peer Tutoring Program, Student-Run Smart Desks, Leadership Academy, and Kids Helping Kids. Simply put, you have been exemplary in everything you have done here. As I thought about tonight's commencement, I reflected back on my own high school graduation. Remarkably, it is almost 25 years ago to the day that I was sitting there about to receive my diploma. Time certainly does go by quickly. I have this vivid memory of my graduation day. My friend had planned to drive us to the commencement ceremony. Trying to be responsible, I called his house to see what time he was picking me up. You heard me right, I had to call his home phone. However, I was confronted with the major roadblock of older generations, a relentless busy signal. You see, not one of my classmates owned a cell phone. The internet was still a few years away for us. We certainly had not heard of text messaging or email. Social media was not yet invented. Smartphones and tablets were still in the way distant future. And Netflix, well, we were just happy if we owned this thing called a VCR. Needless to say, a quarter of a century later, much has changed in the world. Between now and you celebrate your 25th anniversary of graduating from Upper St. Clair High School, there will undoubtedly be greater changes in the world than the evolution from the dreaded busy signal. Class of 2019, I am not only confident that you will help lead these changes, but your resume as students here has proven to all of us that your contributions will make the world a better place. High school graduates are often challenged to think big and to go and do great things. I simply ask you continue to do what the class of 2019 has already started. You have made an indelible mark on your school and community. In your next adventure, whether it's higher education, the military, or the workforce, I challenge you to continue to make a positive difference in everything you do. Time will go by quickly, so make the most of your journey. In closing, I will leave you with a few simple yet important things to remember as you move into the subsequent chapters of your life. Spend lots of time with your family and friends. Treat everyone with respect. Be kind to the unkind. They often need it the most. Help those who need help and ask for it when you need it. Do the right thing, even when nobody is watching. Be proud of where you are from. It is indeed a special place. Even though your time as students here is almost over, you will forever be Upper St. Clair Panthers. Whether it is next year or 25 years from now, know that our door is open and we will always welcome you home right here in Pantherland. Thank you. At this time, I ask Dr. Angelo to present the Upper St. Clair class of 2019.
It is now my pleasure to present to you a team of outstanding young men and women who have distinguished themselves and contributed to the pride and prestige of Upper St. Clair. Dr. Razzo, as the principal of Upper St. Clair High School, I do hereby certify that the students gathered before us have met the requirements for graduation as mandated by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Upper St. Clair Board of School Directors. Dr. Razzo, I present to you the Upper St. Clair High School class of 2019.
Class of 2019, with the authority vested in me as superintendent and in the name of Board of Directors, the administration, and the faculty of the school district of the Township of Upper St. Clair, I solemnly and publicly confer upon you the degree recommended by your principal, Dr. Louis Angelo. On behalf of the Upper St. Clair community, I offer you good fortune, good health, and the best wishes of your alma mater, now and forever. Congratulations.
Parth Shankar, Senior Class President.
Veronica Alexandra Gibbons, Student Council President.
Samuel Ding, Senior Class Vice President and valedictorian.
Alexis Kendall Feldman, Student Council Vice President.
Taylor Renee Quinn, Senior Class Secretary.
Benjamin Berlovich, Senior Class Treasurer.
Asita Chashalani, valedictorian.
Madigan Jolie Fultonier, valedictorian.
Arushi Katian, valedictorian.
Jonah Alexander Manalo, valedictorian.
Brendan Lee Neal, valedictorian.
Sui Nguyen, valedictorian.
Dustin Sigmund Ribery, valedictorian.
Rebecca Ann Spear, valedictorian.
Grace Ann Wagner, valedictorian.
Lauren O'Neill Woolley, valedictorian.
Megan June, International Baccalaureate candidate.
Anira Tangwhistle Orna Bohan, International Baccalaureate candidate.
Malika Matharo, International Baccalaureate candidate.
Nishita Kalapali, International Baccalaureate candidate.
Rathik Nivan Parmar, International Baccalaureate candidate.
Nitesh Nagpal, International Baccalaureate candidate.
Ryan Gibson Allen.
Shivam Nick Patel, International Baccalaureate candidate.
Annalie Elizabeth Alsop.
Jane Erin Madsen.
Harris Oakley Altair.
Tessa Maggs.
Madison Rose Andrzejczyk.
Nandita Mahesh.
Anna Catherine Armour.
Nicholas Vincent Mikich.
Jacob Andrew Baird.
Ethan John Mann.
Ahmed Bakri.
Gabrielle Raquella Martin.
Chad David Behan.
Sean Patrick Martin.
Angela M. Belak.
Magdalena Isabel Mastro.
Jeffrey Belak.
Lauren Michelle Maisie.
Aisha Belosha.
Abigail McCardle.
Isabella Grace Benoit.
Evan Neil McClellan.
Reese Alexander Benonis.
Margaret Shortridge McClintock.
Daniel Noah Berlin.
Jim McCormick.
Madeline Moyle Blodgett.
Matthew McCormick.
Matthew Thomas Bishop.
Caroline Maureen McDonough.
John Nicholson Beggy.
Juliana McKelvey.
Samuel Ian Berlin.
Jenna Renee McKenney.
Amber Bouillon.
Colin Michael McLinden.
Jack Joseph Billaju.
Annabelle Louise McClellan.
Vivian Mary Charlotte Bedker.
Mason G. Meddings.
Thomas Biter Bosley.
Lauren Landy Mertz.
Patrice Paula Boyd.
Macy Marie Mezenaire.
Margaret Bryant.
Lindsay Meyer.
Ryan William Burkett.
John Thomas Mitchner.
Ava Grace Burlingame.
Logan Melkuzny.
Rachel Elizabeth Burton.
Dylan Henry Mira.
Samuel Burt.
Lindsay May Moskal.
Anna Elizabeth Busalaki.
Alex William Mudry.
Chance Michael Kahn.
Nicholas David Mudry.
Emma Nicole Caldart.
Catherine Rose Mueller.
Anthony James Cancilla.
Sarah Elizabeth Mullen.
Colleen Elizabeth Cassidy.
Nathan Charles Murphy.
Elijah River Chaplain.
Emma Denise Murray.
Micah Jane Chavez.
Quinn Murray.
Kara Marie Chioka.
Jacob Nathaniel Musser.
Brooke Christensen.
Lindsay Page Newton.
Peyton Noor Cisco.
Aiden Michael Nichols.
Mackenzie Ann Cobb.
Kayla Marie Nolf.
Haley Elizabeth Coe.
Robert Thomas O'Brien.
Mia Ann Collis.
Caitlin Eileen O'Halloran.
Ashley Lynn Kahn.
Antonio Roberto Orsini.
Lauren Christine Connors.
Michael William Orsino.
Allison Marie Constantini.
Charles Joseph Ortiz.
Athena Contis.
Jade Alexis Ortiz.
Tyler Rose Radding Cooper.
Jorge Alberto Palmas.
Sarah Ann Cortez.
Siddharth Gautam Pandya.
Louis Narayan Craig.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I love you. Christopher David Pantelis.
Madison Elizabeth Culp.
Nicolo Joseph Polino.
Daniel Allen DeBolis Jr.
Neha Patel.
Aya Mustafa Dakaru.
Richard Blaine Patton.
Connor Michael Damon.
Jake David Paul Perella.
Jessica Danielle Danvers.
Haley Teresa Perry.
Timothy Hugh Dashbach.
Anna Jesslyn Perry.
Riley James Davis.
Ross Anthony Patrone.
Kelly Lynn Dawson.
Matthew Cooper Phillips.
Miranda Rose Day.
Brooklyn Ray Pika.
Olivia Ann Debsky.
Nathaniel Harrison Pika.
Mitchell Joseph DeCock.
Erickson Anthony Pika.
James Joseph DeUlius.
Kyle Matthew Pollock.
Allison Nicole DeLacari.
Sarah Mae Price.
Taylor Ann DePaulo.
Joseph Robert Poulet.
Lauren Claire DeShields.
Jessica Michelle Kioga.
Kalina Ray Deutsch.
Morgan Grace Regaler.
Nicholas E. Devlin.
Catherine Julia Raynon.
Macarios Franklin Dikos.
Ryan Joseph Rauber.
Aria Autumn Dietrich.
Harvey Harrison Roush.
Anna Grace DePasquale.
Austin Reardon.
Emma Nicole Drews.
Rithai Reddy.
Justin Todd Dreyer.
Vikram Reddy.
Hashim Ali Khan Durari.
Samuel Philip Reeder.
Joshua Scott Edkins.
Haley Marie Rhodes.
Jacob Roman Engel.
Gabe Ribery.
Nicole Anya Engel.
Jackson Nathaniel Rice.
Zachary Patrick Falsetti.
Nathan Thomas Ripley.
Scotland Mackenzie Fennell.
Helen Christine Ritter.
Jesse David Farah.
Alexandria Elizabeth Robert.
Gabriella Ferenchek.
Justin Lewis Robinson.
Ann Elizabeth Ferry.
Dominic Daniel Rogers.
Jack Thomas Fitzpatrick.
Natalie Beth Rorbra.
Riley Christian Fitzsimmons.
Kyle James Romano.
Kaylee Lynn Felino.
Tushar Roy.
Holden Edward Ford.
Ethan David Rutowski.
Thomas J. Fournier.
Connor Patrick Ryan.
Bryn Nicole Foster.
Cheyenne Saeed.
Marin Grace Foster.
Alexander Braden Saluga.
Jeremy Charles Frank.
Reese Alexander Samuel.
Miles Pavo Friedman.
Benjamin Allen Sandusky.
Emily Ray Gallagher.
Iris Sarwar.
Kate Elizabeth Galligan.
Mikaela Alexandra Schaffrath.
Aisa Daniel Gander.
Keegan Matthew Schicky.
Julia Rose Geisler.
Olivia May Schlichting.
Luke Geisler.
Kaylee Margaret Schubert.
Terrence James Gensler.
Chloe Annalise Schuler.
Olivia Ray Gerlach.
Cameron Richard Scott.
Ryan Eric Geis.
Allison Paige Seaton.
Quinn Patrick Jacoby.
Diego Alejandro Segura.
Alyssa Christine Gerlach.
Elena Marie Sarapair.
Catherine Grace Gilbert.
Amanda Lynn Schaefer.
Matthew Godwin.
Elias Ali Shaw.
Charlize Goff.
Noah Markovitz.
Isabella Adelina Goldman.
Ayush Sharma.
Matthew Moses Goldman.
Jack Allen Shepard.
Jonathan Robert Gorsuch.
Zachary Edward Shoemaker.
Carter Morrison Graham.
Elizabeth Virginia Shantz.
Stephanie Lauren Grunwald.
Emily Siriani.
Austin James Harris.
Cameron Peter Schoberg.
Rachel Lauren Harris.
Melanie D. Scopel.
Evan Dawson Howman.
Sabrina Lore Slagle.
Caroline Christine Hendricks.
Sarah Christine Slagle.
Christopher B. Hess Jr.
Jacob James Slinger.
Hallie Gwalen Hewitt.
Savannah Alexis Smith.
Emma Lauren Hoffman.
Mia Carolyn Snyder.
Hunter N.S. Holloway.
Sarah Mackenzie Speedy.
Anpyo Hong.
Sai Shriram.
Corey Edward Horgan.
Tanvika Shriram.
Tyler John Horgan.
Michael Stam.
Thomas Samuel Howe.
Megan Caroline Starr.
Claire Shue.
Aaron Pierce Steffen.
Kira Hughes.
Jacob Robert Stevenson.
Tyler Jonathan Holbert.
Justin Straight.
Zachary John Ioli.
Madison Elizabeth Suter.
Elizabeth Cantwell Jacobs.
Jason Patrick Sweeney.
Kira Alexandra James.
Rebecca M. Swick.
Connor Stewart Jameson.
Madeline Genevieve Swigert.
Christian David Jones.
Ying Chi Tao.
Shamali Joshi.
Lauren Elizabeth Teff.
John Leo Joyce.
Leah Irene Tetrick.
Caitlin D. Canis.
Antonio Vincent Thomas.
Cassandra Dora Carsonis.
Hannah Grace Thompson.
Jack McClellan Kaiser.
Christopher James Travers.
Caitlin F. Kieber.
Rachel Nicole Tootie.
Blaine Hunter Keller.
Hannah Trevetti.
Stephen Kim.
Isaac Scott Tiger.
Vanessa Marie King.
Amelia Vasilko.
Catherine Elizabeth King.
Anthony Joseph Verdoliva.
Robert Franklin Knight IV.
Arushi Verma.
Kathleen Hennessy Knisner.
Anaya Vidal.
Claire Elizabeth Kohler.
Jennifer Ann Vighetti.
Shawshank Kukula.
Melody Joy Visman.
Samantha Grace Kohler.
Shreyas Vivekanandan.
Joshua Joel Krakoff.
Timothy Vopel.
Kevin Kralzik.
Grace May Wagner.
Graham Rudyard Kretschmar.
Grant Hall Walnoa.
Devin Joseph Lang.
Michael Edward Walsh.
Erin Elizabeth Lang.
Caitlin Rebecca Weber.
Emma Lee Larocco.
Eden Sophia Koval Weiner.
Shinak Lavande.
Madeline Rose Welsh.
Jacqueline Reese LaCashman.
Charles E. Wells.
Riley Manning Lenthal.
Jessica Brooke Wera.
Claire Elise Leonard.
Peyton White.
Jason Abraham Levy.
Lauren Elizabeth Wazinski.
Jordan Blaine Levy.
Caroline Elizabeth Wolf.
Francesco Pietro Lombardi.
Christopher Thomas Wright.
Sarah Gabriela Lopez.
Evan Schaefer White.
Mary Lydianne Lucas.
Willem Aaron McPherson Yongo.
Serena Lowe.
Carrie Allen Young.
Brooke Catherine Lynch.
Emily Page Zavadil. Madison Elizabeth Zediger. Ochen Zhang. Mitchell Patrick Zotter. And Ellie Catherine Zuger.
Thank you.
Another one down.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the graduated class of 2019. Thank you and good night.